Welcome to Express Delivery, a ministry of Highway Connections at highwayconnections.org. Don't all religions basically worship the same God? Most of the 7 billion plus individuals on the planet practice some form of religion. In a variety of ways, they're attempting to live harmoniously with the power or powers they believe are controlling the world. Religions provide social structure, ethical guidelines, and mystical experiences to escape the harsh realities of life. These religions can take on a variety of forms. One is monotheistic religions that believe in one personal supreme being. The great monotheistic religions are Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Another is pantheistic religions that believe in an impersonal God or force. Hinduism, Buddhism, and Taoism are categorized here. Another is polytheistic religions that believe in many gods. Hundreds of cultures worship thousands of gods according to their specific tradition. In spite of the great diversity among religions, it's common to think of them as fundamentally the same, and only different in outward form. After all, aren't all religions diverse attempts to understand ultimate reality and come to terms with the uncertainties of life? Actually, the reverse is true. All religions are fundamentally different and similar in some external forms. When we compare religions based on their core beliefs, we find them diametrically opposed to one another. Sound logic dictates that not all of them can be true. They may all be wrong, but they can't all be correct. Certainly, the outward forms of various religions are similar. Most religious people pray and have religious practices or rituals. They hold to specific ethical standards, with most emphasizing an ethic of love and charity. They all try to explain the afterlife. Despite these similarities, world religions can be poles apart. For instance, the philosophical rift between monotheistic, belief in one God, and pantheism, everything that exists is God, can't be bridged. If everything is God, then there can be no such thing as an individual. Although Judaism, Christianity, and Islam are monotheistic, they all three treat Abraham and Moses as different figures. The differences between them are so profound that their adherents often resort to violence and bigotry against one another. This lack of agreement among major religions ought to dispel the modern myth that spiritual quests are all like climbing a mountain. There's many paths to the top, and they all get to the same place as long as they're sincere. Reality makes it much more likely that people are climbing entirely different mountains. Sincerity can't overcome the brute facts of logic. When religions hold opposing ideas, both can't be true at the same time and in the same manner. Even sincere people can be sincerely wrong. In the book of Romans, Paul categorized pagan religions as sinful, truth-suppressing substitutes of reality. They all face God's wrath. However, even Judaism is under God's wrath for rejecting the gift of righteousness by faith in Jesus. Paul gave us God's perspective on religions when he said in 1 Thessalonians 1, 9 and 10, "You turn to God from idols to serve the living and true God, and wait for the Son from heaven, whom he raised from the dead, Jesus, who rescues us from the coming wrath." Thanks for listening to Express Delivery, a ministry of Highway Connections at highwayconnections.org. When you visit our website, simply provide your email, and we'll be in touch so you can get to know Jesus, God's Son, and learn how to live a life pleasing to God. Through Highway Connections God Speaks 101, you can get to know God and how to grow in your Christian life as well. We'd like for you to be aware of our other program, The Backhaul, which is a longer program with a deeper study of the Bible, God's Word. Thanks again for listening to Express Delivery. We wish all of you safety on the roads.